Hello again, welcome back to All Crone Up. It's Francis in the very blustery garden. I've managed to sort out my little microphone. I hope it's working. Um, so today, it's going to be quite a challenging one for me actually. We're talking about triggers. Now, okay, this is going to be hard. So yesterday, I was quite violently triggered by somebody. Now, I'm not going to go into the details because it involves other people and I'm not talking about other people. So that's going to be out of the way. However, I'd like to talk about how I dealt with it because in the old days, it was somebody that I knew really well. So in the old days, it would have taken me weeks, maybe more, to get over what happened yesterday. Now, initially, I had a very strong reaction, very, very emotional, very uncontrolled. I couldn't think. I didn't know quite what to do. So, as women often do, I reached out, talked to my sister, talked to my best friend. After that, I started to feel calmer, and then I could start to think properly. And then I was considering um, what the lessons were within what had happened. So instead of being in my head about the actual event, I started to think, right, what can I learn from this particular thing, um, and and how can I move forwards? This is so noisy. This wind, it's picked up since I've started talking. It's so typical. I hope you can hear me nonetheless, and that this little furry thing is working. Um, so anyway, back to triggers. So there I was being extremely triggered. I had like a visceral body reaction. That's what. So it was like from years of this type of thing happening, and it just was that fast, and it was like a shock. Actually, I was not quite surprised. I was really shocked at my level of reaction. So yesterday, I immediately, like I said, called my sister and my best friend, and then after that, I thought, right, what can I do to do good things for myself, upped my self care. I did some journaling, I did some meditation on the whole thing, and the whole day I was processing what happened rather than trying to block it. Initially I thought, oh, I'm going to go and eat something. My old fashioned way would have been to cram in a load of chocolate, to cram in cake, whatever was there, and eat my way out of it, numb it. I didn't numb it. I sat with it, I sat in it. It was really hard. It was really hard. It was not like, oh, fairies and rainbows. It was really tough. However, I sat in it, I really dwelt on it, and I was like trying to work out where the things came from, how this was not going to happen again, and how I could process it in order to come out of the other side. So, I mean, fortunately, I'm not in that position anymore. I can remove myself completely so that that doesn't happen again. It's not going to happen again. I've learned a lot of things, lots of lessons have come out of that one event. So some people think that triggers are really bad things. I see triggers as a bit different. Now, this was an extreme case, but it's definitely a learning situation. You can get all of the juice out of it once you've recovered, and you can dissect it a little bit and think, okay, what could I have done differently? That was one of them. How can I definitely not have that happen again? That's another thing. But it's a consistent thing. Now, I really didn't expect to be triggered. I'm going to be honest. Hands up. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it did. And so once this had happened, I was like, right, let's work out so that it doesn't happen again, so that I learn everything that I need to learn from this event, and that I can again up level. It's all to do with up leveling the soul, isn't it? It's to right, okay, and also to not get myself to be in a position where that will ever happen again with anyone else. So to be aware and to be really conscious and to kind of check for certain types of behavior that I then won't go near. I hope this is making sense without me going into the details of what actually happened, because obviously that's not relevant for this video. But if you do get triggered by something, try and when you're safe, obviously, try and get yourself into a position where you can look at it kind of like from the outside and think, oh gosh, that was such a severe reaction. That wasn't how I am now. I've done enormous amounts of work, as you know, everybody knows, I think, who knows this channel, or who knows me, knows how much work I've done on myself. And so to have that happen, I was really surprised. So yeah, and equally, the other thing was how fast I came to the other side. Like I said, it would have taken me weeks to get to this point. I don't care about it. I'm completely over what happened. And it's not even 24 hours. So that's real progress. I'm very proud of myself for that one. So go me. But yeah, it was a really, really intense day yesterday. And I can remember now what happens physically. I was exhausted in like a mental way. It felt like I'd been battered. I hadn't. There was no physical contact, but I felt like I'd been really bruised on the inside. That's the extent of it. Like really kind of almost slashed open and banged about. I wasn't, obviously, but that's how it felt in my body. It was just so strange to go through that at this stage. But I'm not happy about it, obviously, but I'm really glad that it happened in the sense that now I have an even deeper understanding of that particular thing, so that going forward, that's not happening again. I hope this has been made some form of sense. Obviously, without the details, it's difficult to talk about. However, if you've got anything that's triggering you or that you can't get away from, then, kind of maybe reach out to somebody who can help you. But if you've got a trigger that has just happened and you think, wait, maybe try and move yourself away from it, look at it like as if you weren't you, from like a different angle, and have a look at it and think, that's not how I that's not what I like. I'm moving away from that. It's not going to happen again. That's not good for me. And so, to remove yourself if you can. I don't know if this has been helpful. I've been really, really grateful for the whole experience, actually, because it's got me to this new point of understanding. So, I'm quite grateful for it in a weird way. Anyway, I hope this has been at all helpful for you. If so, please write in the comments below which part of it was helpful. And I hope you're having a really good day, and I hope you can hear this. So lots and lots of love, and take care, and yeah, have a great day. Bye.